And it's Ask the Vet Wednesday, and joining me right now is Dr. Cheryl Waterhouse from the Waterhouse Animal Hospital. And today's topic is tooth resorption in cats. And the photos that you provided, I've never seen anything like this. And by looking at it, it looks like lesions on the gum.
It's actually where the tooth starts to dissolve away. It's very, very common in cats. We see it occasionally in dogs, but very common in cats. We see it every day in cats. And the tooth actually starts to dissolve away. It's kind of like a person giving a cavity, but there's a difference. There was a time when veterinary dentists tried to go ahead and fill these. So here you can see that tooth that actually is just dissolving away, the one just behind that long fang tooth. It's just, and there's this, that same tooth in the same cat like 3 years ago. And so you can see there it looks okay. This is what it looked like a few days ago before we extracted it. You'll see these teeth that just have a little red dot on the gum, or the redness is starting to creep up the tooth. And it's actually very painful. We can have a cat under anesthesia, heavy sedation, sew up a little laceration or something, and you can run a probe along the gum, and when you hit that tooth, they'll jump, even when under heavy sedation. Sedation heavy enough that you could sew up a laceration. So these are very painful.
Well, just looking at those photos, you see how visible and painful for the cats. But how can this disease go undiagnosed?
You know, most people don't look in their cat's mouth. Cats always aren't the most cooperative there. We are supposed to brush their teeth every day, so they should be looking in their mouth every day. But if you just see anything, redness in the gums, if you see anything that looks abnormal, then you need to take it to your veterinarian. But again, we see this very, very commonly.
As far as phases of this type of disease, what can you see and how quickly can it spread?
It's very common. It isn't necessarily something that spreads from tooth to tooth. It can happen in the crown, like we saw in this case, or it can happen on the root. That's why dental x-rays are so important. There was a time when veterinary dentists tried to fill them, like they fill cavities in people, but we have found it's just not successful because the tooth just still continues to dissolve. And so really the only treatment now is just extraction.
So our viewers right now who are maybe looking at their cats and maybe recognizing that something's not right in their mouth, what is some temporary relief for them before they actually go in to the animal hospital and get extractions?
There really is no relief. Extraction is the only thing. If they're on dry food, then they might try some canned food just to make it softer and not having to chew so hard. That might be the only little bit of relief.
So there we go. Relief for the resorption in cats would be extractions.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. We'll have all the information at yourcentralvalley.com.